Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the meeting of the Moore County Board of Elections to consider absentee ballots. Please join me in standing and saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll begin with roll call, and please, as you give us your name, state whether you have any conflict of interest regarding the items that we'll consider this afternoon.
Holly Powell, no conflict.
Martin Carpenter, no conflict.
Bob Howell, no conflict.
Antoinette Kelly, no conflict.
Susan T. Adams, no conflict.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll move on to consideration of the ballots. And we'll turn it over to the staff. I'm sorry, Gary, go ahead.
We have some different ones to review. So on the first page of the packet I gave you, these two, now I know it says 3, but there's only 2 voters because he selected 2 different reasons. Like he's on there twice. They submitted exception forms. So all you have to do is review the exception form. We'll vote on these approval, and then we'll move on to the rest.
So
Does that make
there's,
sense?
no. Say it one more time, I missed it.
So these, on your first page, these are the affidavit review pending.
Right.
They submitted a photo ID exception form. So,
You got 2 of the same, that's what I didn't understand.
well, that's because he selected 2 different reasons. You'll see he's got 2
Okay.
different reasons.
Okay.
So you'll just have to review the form. We'll vote on the approval of these, then we'll move on to the other ones, then we'll open all at once.
So he is just one ballot though, right?
Yes, he
That's
selected
what I didn't
multiple reasons.
Okay.
So we just literally look at this.
Yeah, you're just checking, making sure you believe it's true, whatever.
So we take it out. And
Yeah, you can take it out.
that's what I was asking.
Yes.
Ask a question.
Pardon?
I wanted to ask a question. The numbers on this do not correspond to what we have.
Well, that's because that's Friday, February 2nd.
Did I print the wrong one?
Yeah, this isn't the right one.
What did I print?
So say,
Okay.
say your photo ID calls for, I
Pick the wrong one.
That's 2 different reasons.
I
Yes.
think I printed the wrong one. Yep, I did, didn't I?
And overly conscientious. I think there are 2 ways of saying the same thing.
I know, I thought, well, okay. I guess realistically, you could pick one or the other, but they're just trying to cover all their bases.
Right.
Okay.
That's notarized.
use us as, that is part of good.
I know. I tend to go pretty long, they're pretty short.
Thank you, Karen.
What happened? I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tuesday.
30s.
It is 13.
It's Tuesday,
Ten.
the
I
13th.
told you that. Attempting.
Watch out, it's Valentine's Day.
So do you want these back here down that end, or where do you want them now?
Carrie, what do you want?
You can actually leave them down there, because we'll have to open them eventually. If you'll put the section form back in.
Did you want to ask a question?
Questions about that?
Well, now we need to do that, because we're about to
So
vote on it.
then, where's the end goes in? I have a question about one of the forms. The individual has indicated they were ill, therefore they couldn't supply a photo ID. I guess I'm not understanding that. Wouldn't they have had an ID to begin with, that even if you're sick and you're filling out the form, you would have had an ID? That somebody could have maybe done a Xerox for you. And we've had absentee ballots for a while. So is this a last minute illness? Is this a long-term illness? I have questions on that one.
The only thing I'll say is a lot of the older population, their driver's licenses get taken away. And so they select disability or illness because they no longer drive, so they don't, they've had that ID taken away.
Do we have a way of determining the age of that person?
But it's not our job to second
And it
guess that
seems like the question,
representation.
I'm sorry, yeah, it seems like the question is for the General Assembly, and
So-
whoever wrote the statute, this is what the provisions are in the form that we're given.
This is what we've been told. You guys can disapprove a ballot with a photo ID exception form. First of all, the decision has to be unanimous to find falsity, but you have to find falsity. So.
You have to have a basis.
Yeah, how would you find falsity with that form?
So basically, it's almost impossible to find falsity with these exceptions forms. So this
Yes.
whole exercise of photo ID and not having a photo ID is really irrelevant in reality until the legislature changes and comes up with something more specific that you need a really valid reason to say, here's why I don't have an ID, other than just, well, I was sick.
Or
More
beyond a
detail.
valid reason, some kind of evidence that could be
Yeah.
presented.
I don't like it, but I understand.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, I agree.
We want to break for a moment and check the box for Annie.
So are we gonna do my number?
We're gonna make a motion.
See, number on there.
Just-
We all get it later.
I know, right?
Anne's gonna pull
I
the
got
rabbit out of there.
Once I put it in, magic, now it's still here.
No, you shouldn't say.
So 27 should be what's on the public record.
Yes, so you have to put,
I'll put 27, we'll start there and do today's.
are you gonna do that first before you initial?
Well,
We're not
you won't
initial.
initial till the end,
Okay,
so,
got it. That says 27.
yes.
Got it.
That's 26. And that's what we have to commit.
Thank you.
We do.
Okay, so now that we've reviewed those two ID exception forms, the board will make a motion to approve this. The board will make a motion and we will approve or disapprove.
Is there a motion to approve these two voters in accordance with their acceptance?
I submit.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye, with reservations on the one.
unanimous with a reservation.
Okay, so the next two ballots we have, you will be opening these. How do I want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna, because you need to open these, but I want you guys to be geared up. I don't want you to have to like take it all off. So,
We understand perfectly.
well, I was gonna do those first, but then you have to put it all on, open them, then do this, so. So now we're gonna go through the ones that I have recommended for approval. They've been checked, everything's good. And then we also have one that was duplicated, to be reviewed as well. That's on the last page, I'm sorry. Yes.
So we're just looking at these envelopes. What are we doing? What are we?
You're gonna read off the numbers. We're gonna call them.
So that's this sheet.
Yes.
Here we go. Everybody ready? Last page of your sheet. CIV 79. Municipal 10. No.
Page?
No, that's not right.
CIV 86. CIV 100. CIV 121. CIV 131. And military 8. OBR 8.
Okay, so spot checking one. Okay, so if you'd like to spot check these ones, pass them down, and, then you and Tony can just double check that ballot, make sure you duplicated it correctly. Yep, those are for review, check your boards for, sorry, there's a lot to this.
Okay, I just. Gotcha. Nancy, that is. Nancy Howard. Oh, good. I just want to check to make sure that the two things match.
Yes.
She had a pretty smile. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
You just set that there. I mean, we had a bipartisan team duplicate it, I had a bipartisan team double check,
Okay,
as long as you guys are okay with that.
Trust them implicitly.
Okay, so let's make a motion to approve these ballots.
Is there a motion to approve these ballots and just look for spot checking?
I move that we accept these ballots.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approved unanimously, thank you.
Okay, so lastly, and we're gonna gear up because, these have to be open. I verified with the voters that their ID is inside, but we have to open them before we can approve them.
Come on, Matt. I like this looks nice.
Probably need to practice this one.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Susan open one, and then I'm gonna put one over here on this end, and then, once you guys open these and make a motion to approve, we can go straight into opening the other ones.
And I just pour out.
Yeah, we're just making sure the photo ID is in there. Yep.
So good.
Okay, so we open this one.
I am going to.
Someone else has another assistant down here. Okay, that's, yes, witnesses and then this,
So,
Yeah, because
she's just.
okay.
So I just need to. Okay, so if you guys want to start opening those ones,
Okay,
and you want to start opening.
okay, I'll let you open there.
Right?
Yes.
Carrie, I have another question.
Can we make a motion to approve those? I apologize, thank you.
No,
I make a motion to approve the 2 ID inside the
Yes,
envelope.
I apologize, I forgot to do that before we opened.
I move we accept those two ballots.
Did you
I
move?
think Tony.
I made a motion.
Oh, can I second it?
Perfect. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Perfect.
Approved unanimously, thank you.
Yes. She can open those.
I haven't looked at them. Those?
Well, we're not reviewing anymore.
Oh, you just taking them out, opening, oh, you're just opening them, taking them out.
That's the ring.
Yep, one sticker on each.
inside, I guess there's. So I guess we can figure that out.
Yeah, that's 6 civilian, that's my question.
Carrie's late for walking around with that meeting.
Because there's 5. There's 5 civilian ballots plus the 4,
So,
and then 1 overseas. With 5. Those are the numbers that you read. Yes, and then we approve the other 4 sets.
there's actually 9 civilian or no?
Yeah.
Is
There-
it 1 civilian? Or just the 6, that's all?
There's 9 civilians.
Okay,
There's 5 on the poll book,
okay,
plus these 2,
uh-huh,
plus these 2.
so this number's wrong.
Yes, I don't.
Okay, that's not, no, that's, just wanna make sure my notes are right. One
And then 1
overseas,
overseas as well.
10. And then the exception is 11, okay.
There.
She needs your signature
Mhm.
on this one. You're gonna,
You may gear off.
Okay, I'm confused. The agenda says 6 civilian, 1 overseas. There's only 5 listed.
Yes. I don't think you.
Is this wrong?
we need to make a correction to
There's
the
5
agenda. There's 5?
civilian,
There's 5 civilians.
There's 9
There's
civilians,
a total of 9.
but there's 5 on here.
and then the 2
And then the 2
exceptions, 2 IDs.
Yes, correct.
So it's total
So
of 9.
there's a total of 10.
10 ballots, 9
10
civilians. Yes.
Do we have to, motion, you're not doing,
We did a motion to accept each one individually, so.
I'll just correct each of
I don't, yeah. I don't think we need a motion. Thanks, good point though.
Yeah, very.
I'm ready for walking around with that.
Did he comment on you not being here?
But I'm very brave.
Did you hear what she said to me a while ago when I said that to her?
No.
She said, well, you're opening it, so get on you first. She jumped back, right?
Once she sees the
I
powder,
felt the
once she
love.
sees the powder in the air,
The
she
puppet
knows it's
monkey.
time to leave, yeah.
Thank you all to sign.
We've made all our motions. We're good.
All right,
You can come check the machine.
we'll do
So
that.
we had 10 ballots altogether. So our open count was 27, now it is 36. It does.
Sign off.
Yes, so I'm gonna do 26, 27.
That'll be the next feature. Yeah, I just needed the talent for your board of elections today.
What's your hand, okay? I thought you stole it from me, or?
Yeah.
Tawana, do you have any update you want to provide about the ones, the early voting site? You said you were gonna go visit again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, say it again, Tom.
You said you were going to visit the early
Oh, yes.
voting site again about the heat.
We got the heat working.
I mean, so it's all straight now?
From the boilers that are already at the school?
Well, 2 of the boilers are working, 1 boiler actually has a crack, which is, we're not using that to do it because it's in the back of the gym, but property management had one of their technicians who actually services the boiler for the courthouse. I didn't know there was a boiler system too, which is older than what the school was using. And the gentleman was really good. The first one, it was just turned up too high.
Mhm.
And so he adjusted that one, got the thermostat working, no issue. The second one, it was just wired wrong, so it kept tripping. So we just had to rewire it, put a thermostat on it from the one that was in the back. And we got that one working well, adjusted it for that. Once we have it running for this week, the temperature is supposed to dip. So we have it running from like 6 to 1 to kind of keep it, the building warm.
Mhm.
And keep it good.
Right. Are we gonna get credit for troubleshooting their system?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, no.
I know, I was kidding.
Oh, okay, I'm glad you were. No, sir.
So are we paying for the fuel?
It's not fuel exactly, and my property management, tech, director can probably tell you better than I can. It's not fuel, it's more like electricity wires. But we have a Duke representative that can monitor the usage of just that particular building and let me know what it is.
So we're gonna pay that in addition to the 3,500? Okay, I just wanted to.
And then, did our people do the rewiring? You said there was rewiring that had to be done?
Not a lot, not say like rewiring, but the wiring that was in there, whoever did it, they just reconnected it wrong. So the boiler technician just had to re-establish the wiring in the system
If
itself.
it was more than that, then we probably should have gotten a discount for providing the
Sounds like
labor
we
for that.
provided service.
Yes, we
to
provided
two of
service.
them.
I mean, it was, sir.
I've never heard of an electric, I guess I've never heard of electric boiler. It's gas or oil, so that's a real surprise to me, since I've had it at the house. An old house that had that, and
Oh, no, this is water, well, I mean, I'm glad it's not. Oil.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. But, so the heat is working. We're going there tomorrow. So I'll be mostly there the majority of the day, because, my housekeeping team is coming with me tomorrow. And we'll do like a nice wipe over. And that's why I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but Seven Lakes Baptist Church is letting me use the floor covering. I just got that approval to use the floor covering. So we're gonna go pick that up and put the floor covering down, protect the floor. So we'll put that up. And, then Annie, Kim, and myself can go over there to set everything else up as well. So,
Sounds good.
yeah.
All right, any other business from the director or the board? Well, thanks everyone for coming. I appreciate your attendance and
I make a
I'll entertain
motion that we adjourn.
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
I remember we had this big discussion at the conference about reasonableness.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I saw that person actually had somebody assist him